Hey guys, it's Generalkidd here. How's everyone doing today? So, for today's video, well, if you guys remember a few days ago, or several days ago actually, I showed you guys a couple videos of playing as, other characters in Halo 2 without mods, such as, playing as a Grunt so you can see the secret animation on the Shadow turret. But a lot of people actually requested I do separate individual and more specific tutorials, so for this video I'll be showing you how to play as a Grunt on the mission Outskirts without mods. So start it up on co-op, and we'll be watching from the perspective of the player who would not become the Grunt first. So what you need to do is just stick your co-op partner with a plasma grenade and then quickly run inside this pelican here and make sure your partner doesn't spawn. Once you verify they don't spawn, just restart the mission. You can skip the cutscene. Don't move, don't shoot or anything. Just do the same thing. Stick your co-op partner again. But I would wait for all the allies to clear the area first, just in case. If you kill them, it could mess things up. But yeah, stick your partner again, and then once they're dead, just keep meleeing so they don't respawn. When you come to about right there, just you can stop meleeing, and then that's it. Your partner will respawn as a Grunt. You'll pretty much respawn as the Grunt that was supposed to spawn in the hallway here. So you're essentially taking over that Grunt. So let's watch again from the perspective of me, the person who became the Grunt. It was actually my friend Hark the Shark that filmed his perspective for me as well when we were doing this. So while we watch from my perspective, in the previous videos I did of this, there actually is a little bit of confusion about a lot of the methods, a lot of steps, and apparently it was brought to my attention that a lot of people don't check out the credits of my videos either. So, this is such a huge, probably the biggest glitch ever in Halo 2. I think I could confidently say that. And I just want to make sure to get it out there and give a shout out to the founders of this glitch, because it is really huge and really important. So first of all, Hark the Shark, who helped me film about half this video, from his perspective, he was one of the founders, along with Mr. Monopoly, Dr. Biz, and Nibre. So if you want to see how to spell their names and look them up, I encourage you to check out the credits, and I'll post links to their channels somewhere either in the description or as a pinned comment. But anyways, let's move on with playing as a Grunt. So I am now the Grunt, and Hark the Shark, who from his perspective, he'll be moving on ahead so that he can teleport me to later parts of the mission, because otherwise I can't do the speed run trick on this where you jump up on the roofs and everything, because the Grunt can't jump that high, and we didn't really feel like playing through the whole mission the normal way. Although, really, in my case, I'm not a speedrunner, but I don't really play Outskirts the normal way anymore. I don't wait for the hunters to break through the door or anything. I also go on the roof and just skip that whole part. That's how I play normally now. And it's not even really, to speedrun on purpose. It's just what I prefer. But, yeah, so playing as the Grunt, sometimes your allies will attack you until you hit a loading point, then that'll change later, so don't worry about that, but just try to stay alive. If you die, you have to do this again unless you hit a checkpoint. Grunts can actually use UNSC machine gun turrets, which is not surprising because they can use plasma cannons, so the UNSC turret shouldn't be, it's not like a huge stretch. It's probably like the same animation as well, or very similar animation, but I don't think we've ever seen Grunts use UNSC turrets otherwise, at least in Halo 2. Now, as for vehicles, so you're playing as a Grunt, but you don't have all the properties of a player anymore. So you can't normally drive vehicles that Grunts normally can't drive, etc. But if you saw my video about a week ago now, you saw a Grunt flying a Banshee in it. That was actually very surprising to me. I did not expect a Grunt to be able to fly a Banshee. I didn't think it would have an animation, but it managed to get in, even though it T-posed and the hatch would not close. But yeah, for some reason a Grunt could do that. But a Grunt cannot drive a Warthog in any capacity. Can't even drive the passenger seat. Can't even use the turret. The only thing a Grunt can do with a Warthog is actually flip it, which is kind of funny because I don't think Grunts are, lore-wise, I don't think they're actually strong enough to flip Warthogs, which actually makes me wonder, well, actually, I already know it would be possible, but on Halo 3, a Grunt could technically flip an elephant if you modded a Grunt onto the map Sandtrap and it flipped an elephant. Theoretically, the Grunt should be able to flip it, even though the elephant's probably the heaviest vehicle that's drivable in the Halo series. So that'd be funny to see, but I probably won't do a video on that. It just be like that one thing. But yeah, so I do move kind of slow with the Grunt, but once I get a Ghost, everything is back to normal. There's not really any restrictions with driving the Ghost as a Grunt, but it's the easiest way to move around as a Grunt. Now, as I mentioned before, there was some confusion in the previous video about certain steps or certain things with this, so I do want to clarify that now while you guys watch some playing as a Grunt gameplay. This will work on any version of Halo 2. I'm pretty sure I did mention that in the previous video, but people asked me anyway, so I do want to keep clarifying again. Any version of Halo 2 except for Halo 2 Vista. If you're watching this from the future and Halo 2 is already on MCC on PC, it should work on that. I don't see why it wouldn't. But Halo 2 Vista won't work because there's no proper co-op support for campaign. So that's why it doesn't work. Any version of Halo 2 with proper co-op, whether it's split screen or Xbox Live or System Link, if that exists, those will all work fine. It doesn't matter which version then. Xbox One, Xbox One XS or whatever, OG Xbox One, OG Xbox 360, it'll all work fine. And of course, PC, MCC, for those of you who are watching from the future. And of course, if you're watching from the future, make sure to say hi in the comments and let us know how the future is. But yeah, so there you guys have it. That is how to play as a Grunt on a mission Outskirts. And this method is specific to the mission Outskirts. I mean, technically, overall, the principle is the same on any mission. You just kill your co-op partner and then go somewhere where they can't physically spawn and restart the mission, kill them again, and then prevent them from spawning until the character you want them to take control of spawns in. So that's the basic principle, but a lot of people request that I break up the tutorials and do more as well. So I'll definitely keep up with that in the near future. So be on the lookout for more tutorials, but for today we're starting with Outskirts because I actually cut most of this out from that video because it was getting too long. But yeah, so hopefully guys do have fun with this and enjoy this glitch, and of course shout out to the founders again and Hark the Shark for helping me film this. But other than that, if you did enjoy this, make sure to leave a like, leave your thoughts and comments. Any other questions you might have, feel free to ask them. I'll definitely do my best to answer them, or look into any other things you might want me to check out. But other than that, make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you all next time. Bye guys.